Hello students, in this video we are going to learn how to sacrifice your rook to get control of some squares, either light color squares or dark square colors. Let's look at the example. In this position, black played rook d4. He is offering his rook for free. He's saying, come take this rook, and white did take the rook. Black played e cross g4, and now you must be thinking, what did black get in this position for the rook? And the answer is this. He played bishop e3 check. He has total control over the dark squares, all of these dark squares. He is controlling these dark squares. White does not have a dark square bishop, but black has the dark square bishop. And in this position, black assessed that he has more than enough compensation for the sacrificed rook. He played king h8 and black went rook e8. So if you can notice, black also has the bishop pair, and if you can get one more pawn, then it will be more than enough compensation for the rook. And right now he is targeting this weak pawn. White defended it and black went rook e5. He wants to play queen e7 and put more pressure here. Or he can also swing his rook to the king side. After rook e2, he played rook g5. Now g2 will also come under pressure. White played queen h4. And black played rook g3, occupying one more dark square. Black has total control over these dark squares. White played queen f6. Black played bishop g5, queen to f2, and white played king g7. Black does not have anything active to do. So black is improving his positions slowly. White played bishop c2, black played bishop e3. These rooks are very passive. This bishop is also very passive. And now the queen is also passive. And finally, black played pawn to f5. We are threatening this pawn, and if we can manage to win this pawn, then we will get these two dangerous passed pawns. And if white plays e cross f5, then it's rook cross h3 checkmate. You see the power of bishop pair, and all these dark squares are also controlled. That was more than enough compensation for the sacrificed rook, and black won the game. Let's look at one more example. In this position, we are white, and as you can see, black is attacking our knight, and if we move the knight, we will lose the rook. So one way is to just simply play queen c2 and defend the knight. But white played knight d4. White sacrificed this rook. Bishop cross d1, rook cross d1, and now you might ask why white sacrificed the rook, and the answer is these light squares. White has the light square bishop, and opponent's light squares are weak. No one can defend these light squares, so we are going to attack on these light squares. Opponent played rook f7 because we were threatening knight e6. So opponent played rook f7, and we play queen c2, putting pressure on these light squares. Opponent played queen d7, he defended it, and white went knight e6. Look at this strong and powerful knight. Knight on e6 is super powerful. No one can chase this knight away. Black played g4 and white played e4. F cross e4, queen cross e4 check. Now this light square diagonal is completely open. King h8, and white plays bishop b2. Now the other bishop also gets in the same direction. Black plays queen e7, and white takes this knight away. Black played d cross e5, and white took this pawn. So now for the sacrificed rook, white has a piece, plus white also has a pawn, plus he also has control over these light squares. He also has the light square bishop. After queen f6, black is attacking the f2 square, so white defended it. Bishop f8 and bishop e4. Now it is the job of the light square bishop to attack on these light squares. He played bishop d6, and white started pushing his pawn. h4, rook g8, h5. He wants to plant this bishop on g6 square. After rook d7, white played rook d3. Now the rook is ready to join the attack. After rook f7, rook f3, queen e7. Here white plays queen e3, threatening this h6 pawn. So black defends it. And now comes bishop g6. This is why white played h4, h5. So that bishop is here and now no one is defending the h6 pawn. So black has to sacrifice his rook. Rook cross bishop, h cross g6, rook cross g6, so that his h6 pawn is safe. And now white plays knight f8 check, king h7. And now you play queen e4. This time queen exploits this light square diagonal and there is a pin. In this position, black resigned because black does not have an active move. His king cannot go to any of these three squares. His king is stuck. The rook cannot move because the rook is pinned, and the queen cannot come to the defense to any of these squares. All these squares are covered. Let's say black plays b6, a waiting move. Now you improve the position little bit, queen f5, and in the next move you will play rook f7, fork, and black cannot defend it. So black is lost here. This idea of sacrificing your rook for the control of a particular color complex, it's an advanced idea. It will come with practice and it's a little bit difficult to execute in the game, but if you have the chance and you can execute this kind of sacrifice, it's very powerful. I hope you liked this idea, and now it's time to go to the next idea.